independent social media groups are helping police catch adults accused of soliciting minors online, and 2 were arrested this past week in Jackson County. Anna Saunders spoke with one group member about their efforts and joins us live in the studio to explain.
Daniel, the group calls themselves Bikers Against Predators, made up of about 12 people who travel the country, tracking down adults they believe have been chatting with children online, when in reality, they've been talking to members of this group posing as children. They did just that in Ravenswood this week, but weren't the only ones trying to track someone down in Jackson County.
And we end up finding him down here in West Virginia.
This is Indiana-based group Bikers Against Predators. Last week, the president, who goes by Boots, was in Ravenswood getting what he calls catch number 263.
I think currently we've caught 150 just in northern Indiana alone, and then we've been traveling to different states.
Bikers Against Predators came down to Jackson County for 33-year-old Donnell Rosales, who was later arrested that night by Ravenswood police for an outstanding warrant out of Michigan from July, where Rosales is from. A warrant Bikers Against Predators assisted in.
My name is Boots. I run Bikers Against Predators. You're live right now with over 2,000 people. That's going to spread through this Grand Rapids area. We did let law enforcement know.
The group's first arranged meetup with Rosales was in Wyoming, Michigan. Posing as an 11-year-old girl and using a decoy, the group found him at a park where it appears he was willing to propose to who he thought was the 11-year-old girl he had been talking to online.
Hey, sir, how old is your girlfriend?
She is 18.
You sure about that?
Yes. She may look young, but she is 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
How old are you?
11.
And then after confronting him, getting law enforcement there, they had to, due process, investigate the case. They did seize his device. They found some images of children on his device. And so they issued out a warrant for him and he disappeared. Recently here in the last, I think, week, he reached back out to another one of our decoy accounts.
And that's how they found him in Ravenswood, where the police department is also investigating him for crimes there. But he wasn't the only arrest facilitated by an online page last week in Jackson County. Earlier in the week, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office arrested 25-year-old Dustin Anderson for soliciting a minor on a computer. The Sheriff's Department credited Operation Juicebox, a page ran by one person who also poses as children on apps.
We do encounter some of the grossest people in the world. And so sometimes after seeing some of the things and reading some of these messages that they do send, it's definitely takes a toll on our mental state. And so we just all kind of rotate and take little breaks.
While arrests and convictions are a huge plus, Boots says the first goal is exposure and awareness. He says many of the neighbors in Ravenswood had no idea who was living next door.
It's just bringing that awareness to that community that, you never know. It could be your neighbor. And, that community there had no idea, what that individual was really about, and that he was literally running from warrants out of another state.
Now, Ravenswood Police Chief Lance Morrison did confirm that the Ravenswood Police Department is actively investigating possible charges in Ravenswood for Rosales. Boots with Bikers Against Predators says he has turned over his evidence to the police. Live in the studio, Anna Saunders, Eyewitness News.
Thanks for watching. Here's another video from Eyewitness News. And click here to subscribe to our channel to get the latest.